Saint Ignatius of Loyola had a powerful sense of God's presence in all creation. At the end of his spiritual exercises, he invites the retreatant in this way: I will consider how God dwells in creatures, in the elements, giving them existence, in the plants, giving them life, in the animals, giving them sensation, in human beings, giving them intelligence, and finally, how in this way he dwells also in myself, giving me existence, life, sensation, and intelligence, and even further, making me his temple, since I am created as a likeness and image of the divine majesty. Ignatius taught that a habit of reflecting on God's presence in our lives and our reactions to it, including our feelings, thoughts, and desires, could help us to tune in better to the ways God is inviting each of us to live. Ignatius believed that a stronger awareness of God's presence would allow us to be more in harmony with how Jesus is inviting us into deeper relationship with him. There are many ways to adapt the Examen to different situations. The ecological Examen asks us to reflect on our personal relationship with God and with creation, to change our lives to promote ecological justice, as well as to stand in solidarity with those most impacted by environmental harm. Throughout this prayer exercise, there will be periods of silence for individual silent reflection on the prompts. Let's begin this Examen by centering ourselves in the presence of God, who is the God of unconditional love and infinite creativity. As we begin, settle into a position where you can be relaxed but alert. I invite you to close or lower your eyes. Breathe deeply several times and let your body relax. Breathe out any worries or stressful thoughts and put them in God's hands. As you begin your prayer, become aware of God's presence right now, in this moment, letting go of all that has come before and focusing on right now. God is with you right now. See God's loving gaze upon you as you gaze upon God. Ask for the grace or gift from God to see creation as God does, in all its splendor, diversity, and interconnectedness. We begin by giving thanks to God for creation and for being wonderfully made. Reflect that God's creation surrounds you, enriches your life, enables your very survival. You yourself are part of that creation. Choose one thing that you are especially grateful for. Ponder and savor it. Offer thanks to God for this way that God's creation enriches your life. Now invite God to be with you as you reflect on your relationship with God's creation. What about that relationship lifts you up? In what parts of your life do you feel in harmony with God's presence in nature? How has God helped you to turn away from a throwaway culture and instead stand in greater solidarity with individuals and communities who have less? Of these places of ecological harmony in your life, do any of them lead you to feel an increase in your faith, hope, and love, and trust in God working in all creation? This is spiritual consolation. Take a moment to notice these. Pause to acknowledge and give thanks to God for these moments. Now turn, with God's help, to notice any desolation in your relationship to creation or any of your own choices that might need healing or forgiveness. Has your falling short in caring for creation led you to feel that continuing to try is useless? Have you resisted making changes, thinking that you cannot change lifelong behaviors? Or have you given in to despair over the state of the planet, or felt that because others don't act, it's pointless to try to care for our common home? Ask God to show you when. Did any of these times lead to a decrease of your faith, hope, or love? A decrease in trust in God's working in the world? This is spiritual desolation. Pause to acknowledge these moments and ask God for any healing or forgiveness that you might need. Looking ahead, do you sense any invitation from God to act as you move forward? Reflecting especially on your spiritual consolations, is God inviting you to make a change, to learn more, or to commit more fully to environmentally sustainable choices? Ask God for what you need to respond to God's invitations. And when you are ready, close with your favorite prayer. Amen. This prayer may have made you aware of possible invitations from God around the care of our common home. Before you move on with your day, I invite you to write down any invitations or even hints of an invitation that you might be sensing from God about your own care for creation. Where might God be leading you? What help did you ask for further steps? The web page for this prayer offers further resources for reflection and action.